What's up guys, James Palms here. Today I'm going to do a little update video on some things inside Christmas palm and the super cold hardy Mexican fan palm that I dug out of my ground. And I just thought I'd give you a look first to start the video off outside out back here. We have not had any snow in quite a long time. Probably about a month since we've had any actual precipitation here in this area of Ontario. So anyways, without further ado, we'll be looking at this stuff. Today the temperature is around -1 to -2 Celsius for the high, and I think around -5 for the low, maybe -6 for the low, something like that. I just looked though, it's -2 right now, I believe. Mostly sun. Just kind of actually went behind a cloud a bit right now, but it's mostly a sunny day. It was sunny yesterday as well. Today is January 24th, I believe, Sunday, January 24th. So yeah, January is almost over, a little bit longer. And I will mention one thing in this video. Why not? Because I looked. So before we had this cold last week, I opened up this side panel on my Sable Palmetto palm right here. I didn't get a chance to get the video out, and I didn't actually bother. I probably should have, but there is some sad news. Some of the leaves do look a little dried and shriveled, as if they got cold damage a little bit, but they definitely did not. I've been watching the temperature. There's absolutely no chance. I've got extra heat in there, and I've got tons of insulation at the top. It appears that they're just drying out for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it appears that they're drying out. So anyways, let's go inside. I thought I would do a quick look here. Look at this. Look at a beautiful Christmas Adonidia palm opening a new frond in January, of course, inside my house here. Isn't that beautiful though? How green. This one's in some sun here in my daughter's room, some midday sun. These ones are very tough too to not get sunburned, so just be careful with them when putting them in sun. Through these windows it's usually okay. They filter out, I believe, quite a bit of the UV. So, but I have got a little bit of burning there. This is just from the odd day in the fall there when it was a little November and stuff when I took them outside. It was a little too sunny for them still. They were acclimatized to being inside. So these are just two Adonidias growing perfectly well. These are a great palm to grow inside, but they're a little bit of work. You have to always be watching the back all the time. You got to be watching these back of these fronds here for spider mites. They love these things. So as long as you buy this stuff, and honestly, you can do it without buying any chemicals. If you pay a bit of attention, you don't have that many, you spray it. Like I just misted it with some water right now. You mist it with some water, and you grab the leaf, each leaflet like this, and you move your finger up towards the end. And if there's any spider mites on there, you will crush them or remove them with your finger, and the eggs as well. So there's a little tip for getting rid of spider mites on these, and just a beautiful sort of a little update on this palm. I was just looking at it and I thought you guys would like to see it, so I'd make a quick little video on this Christmas palm. And this has had no artificial light. This only gets whatever sunlight comes in the house, which is not a very lot. That's not like I have a skylight in here, but it's not set up. The angles are very low. This it does not get a lot of sunlight throughout the winter months. So nevertheless, it still does okay. They don't mind almost zero light. I don't know if this is from the lower light. It can be from lack of humidity, but I've been misting them. But you get a little bit of burned tips here, like the tips dry out and brown up a little bit. But that's how they look in the Caribbean too. So it's pretty common. It's hard to keep these palms flawless. The newer foliage is always going to look a little more flawless, like these leaves here. The freshest, when they're first coming out, they look so nice like that. Anyways, I will give one more quick update here. Somebody asked for an update on the super cold hardy Mexican fan palm, and I just put it back on my furnace. So I'll show you what that looks like. So guys, there it is. There's the Mexican fan palm. This is the super cold hardy one that I dug up out of my ground. And as you can see, it's got another spear coming up now, and it pushed this little partial leaf out. This was just sitting on a window ledge for the last little while. At first, to try to get the growth to spur quickly, I put it on here. This is my furnace right here. So I set them on top of here, and I got a little light here set up. underneath these bifolders here, and this works really well to kind of cook your plants. So as the furnace runs, pardon me, as it runs, it heats up the surface here, and this surface heats up their pots, so it makes it feel like they're on a hot summer day. And these especially, I find that this, well, it works great for Mexican fan palm, but I find this really works well to speed up the growth on your sables. So these are some sable palmettos, about 3 years old, sable palmettos. So they're on here, and this speeds them up significantly. So I'm actually getting growth. I haven't done this before with them, but these palms really love the heat, and they push out a full frond in a couple of days in this temperature, which would take quite some time here in Ontario, even in the spring. That would take, you might only get a few per season. So this is actually probably better growth. Sorry about that. I had a little scratch in my throat there for a second, but so yeah, these guys really seem to like it. So, and I can come by and mist them a little bit, and I can look right at them. The only thing I will say, if you are planning on doing this, this dries them out in a heck of a hurry. You can dry out the plant, be fully soaked in water, and in like 4 or 5 days, it can be bone dry. So definitely, if you're going to do this, you can kill plants really easily. I've almost killed a couple, so especially if they're in a smaller pot. I didn't actually kill them, but they lost all the leaves except for the center. And that's the last thing to go when a palm is going in a drought. So you got to give them water. You got to watch really regularly. So yeah, I got one more here too, another palmetto. So sitting up here, they just get that extra heat, and they really love it. So it's super warm when the furnace is running. So that's another little tip. And the Mexican fan palm is doing great. This is the cold hardy one. So we'll definitely grow this up. I'm not going to put it in next year, of course. This is a tiny, tiny palm. I've mentioned that before. It just seems to be able to take, this one took more than all my other little, I had 3 in the back there, and this took them all, like this took most cold. So this did see about -10 almost Celsius. So, and it did burn a little bit, but it took it pretty well. So, and it's still growing strong. So it will be curious to see when it's this tiny, if it can take that much cold. When it gets bigger, maybe it can take -10 pretty well. So we'll see, and I'll grow it on to a larger size, and then I'll probably put it into the ground somewhere, and I'll just sort of test it. I'll see how little protection I can give it, how long we'll sort of try to push it, because it was destined to die anyway. So we'll give it a little bit of love, and then we'll put it to the test for science. And I'll probably end up protecting it most of the time. Sorry, my kids are going crazy here, but that's how it's doing. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe later.